So I'm at the part where I'm gonna possibly add some stamped images. I have some stamp sets laid in front of me. I'll go ahead and take a picture now while I remember, and I will, or maybe it'll have to be a short little video to show you what stamps I have set out. Not to say I won't grab some from another spot, but these are the ones that I think I'm more likely to use. So I'm thinking here, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to stamp it out on white cardstock and put it here. I know it's not all going to fit, but I kind of like it better when it goes off the page anyway. So I have some scrap white cardstock that I'm going to try and use up first. And if I need a full sheet, then I will grab one. It is all fitting. Need to go in further. I've made a mess of the cardstock. Ooh. That's why I have tape on them, so I can pull them apart when that happens. So they're pretty powerful. You don't want to get your fingers stuck in between them. It hurts. Thought I had my black ink pad out. Now, oh, I see it. So I'm using black, jet black archival ink by Ranger. You don't have to use black, you could use any color. I just prefer black. I also like Tim Holtz mini archival ink pad in the black soot. I really like that one as well. I am not a fan of fussy cutting. Some people love it and they find it relaxing. I'm not one of those. So what I'm thinking, and this is why I didn't use Mod Podge, or I mean gel medium, or like really try and stick them down, because I knew very well they may come up. So now I feel like I want to use the black ones. Yep. So now I'm going to stick these back in the pack. I'm going to find a spot where there's enough room. And I can still use it because I'll just glue it down. It just happens to be on the very top. So that'll probably go about there. And I'm not going to concern myself with the lines on the cutout. I'm actually going to use double-sided tape. Put that one down and a bit of wet glue because it's fairly thick cardstock. Sure. And where I don't know where it is exactly on here, I'm going to put it on the edge right there, because I know it's going to come off the side. And I'm also going to add some right here. Remove all the tape, all the backing off the tape. It's somewhere around there. That's where it's going to end. Forgot I was coming off that side. So now what I can do with those pieces, I can add it as a border elsewhere. I'm going to add a little bit right there. trying to decide if I want to add, so I don't want to make it too busy. I'm going to add a section of it right there. I'm going to take that circle and I'm not throwing out any pieces. I'm going to use tape on this one because it's going over her ear as well. That's that one. And this is coming up. Just going to add a bit of white glue. I feel like I just want to add some lines. So I'm just adding a double line. I'm going to add the word please. I know I already added white doodling to it, but I feel like I want to add black. And who says I can't have both? Just feel like it needs it. I think that one is done. This one I feel it needs a lot more. So again, I'm thinking of like adding black and white. It may not be all the way around, but adding something along the edges. This think I may add some extra toadstools just along here. Do that part first. So I think maybe like a small set of 3, and then this big one, and then this little one. I don't know if I'll add more over there or not. We'll see. So I'm adding this mushroom here because I kind of don't like how it just chops off right there. So I'm going to add that one. And yeah, I want that one there too. I'm going to add this tiny one. I'm questioning whether or not I should, but I'm going to go for it. Now I feel like I want something here. And I was thinking of doing this leaf. I could do the leaf, or I could do the eye like it's sunshine. Well, I can stamp both and then decide which one I want to use. So by the way, I didn't think to tell you, this is called There's Not Mushroom in Here. And this one is Foliage Fillers. And I'm not talking while I'm doing the stamping and the cutting out, so I can edit it and speed it up. feel like I still want more. I don't know if I want a washi tape. Actually, yeah, I think I'm going to go around the whole perimeter with washi tape and then do some doodle lines. And I don't want to get out my gel medium. So I am just putting some glue down. And doing that whole, like scoring it with my thumbnail on each side of the bump. So hopefully it'll stay. Yeah, I'm liking that. Now I'm wishing I read it. Gonna stop soon for a late lunch break. Oh my goodness, it's almost 3 o'clock. That would be a late lunch. I was only planning on having something like a soup, so that won't wreck my supper. Supper's not usually until after 6 anyway. See, it's not impossible to add things after. Takes a little bit more work, but definitely not impossible. Have some things sticking off. I like that. Now, gonna add that there. It's just where it's like the bigger pieces. I like to add washi tape. Oops. Then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just adding some doodly lines to the border. I think that's it for that one. I feel that needs to be outlined. I'm just going to close that in as well. I'm going to use this one since I already have it here. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that. So it just closes that in up the top. And I'm trying to decide if I want to add this. Let me add. There's just something about this outfit that I'm not I don't know if it's too much of the one pattern. I'm gonna add this one in. Now I'm trying to decide if I should just leave it like that or if I should add this in, and if I do, should it be up here? So then it kind of goes diagonal. But you also have white, white, and I could put it here, white. I feel like it flows with the hat better on this side. It kind of looks like it belongs. And then you have the 3, right? So I feel like maybe either way it might work. Okay. Just going to cut that off. And I'm going to save that little bit. So we have that. That's one done. Okay, so with this one, I don't feel like it needs a whole lot. I feel like it needs something here, but there's so much happening that I don't want to add too much. So I saw this piece was left over from some of the leaves. And then this is left over from the frame on this one. So I'm thinking I'm just going to add it down the sleeve. And it just adds a little bit of white over to that side without making everything too busy. So I'm just trying to decide if I want to keep all this on there or just have the loops. I think I'm just going to go with it. Remember, when doing this stuff, it doesn't have to make sense. And I always think the weirder it is, like I think a lot of the pages I did in this book, they're too sensible. I would prefer it to be more odd. Because the more weird it is, the more I like it. So I am going to go over those with some gel medium. I know I didn't want to take it out, but I'm going to get rid of some of my garbage here. I want to add doodling around these, but I thought the gel medium would smudge the ink, so I will do it later. that gel medium is wet and I don't want to wreck it. So maybe I'll just do the whole border. Again, just the simple and I'm calling that one done. Let's see if I've added that border to everything. I didn't add it to that one. I may see in the end if I pretty much added it to all of them, like just about, then I will continue and do it to the rest of them. So when that dries, I'm going to go around that with some black ink and maybe trace around those border ones. And I think that'll be it for now. Those need some gel medium. I don't know. I feel like it needs something, but not a whole lot because there's already so much. So I can't think of what to do. Maybe I'll just add a stamped border of some sort. Like nothing too thick. I think maybe I'm just going to do a part of it. Hard considering I can't see where it is. That didn't cover well, so I'm just going to go over that a little bit. Just continue. If you hear that noise, that's my hand rubbing the table. I think that's it. Let me do it again up top. I'm looking at. I think that's pretty much all it needs. Still feel like I want something right here. maybe a heart. Okay, so before I forget, this stamp came from right between the lines, and it's W-R-I-T-E, not R-I-G-H-T. Right, as in right. So I think I'm just going to add that heart to her. And since I have this out, glue that down. Now those were coming up. I did not push them down when I applied them. So you may not need gel medium. Like, I don't know if they would lift after a while. I have no idea. I just figured I have it out. I'm using it. I'd rather do it now than have to go back later and look at my book and be like, oh no. Because then I would probably never fix it. Maybe I'll try adding ones that look like cats. Yeah, that might make it look even more creepy. Gonna go with that. And again, when I go back again and go through things, I will doodle around those. I don't know if I want to add anything to this one. I kind of feel like I have to because I'm adding something black and white to every single page. I do have that arrow stamp. Maybe that's what I'll do. So again, that's from Starstruck. I think I'm pretty much adding the doodled border to every page. really like this page. I know I've said it a few times, but I really do. Don't feel like I want to add too much to this one either. A few circles. I'm not used to working this, it's not fast, but it's fast for me. Like, I'm being very decisive, and that's not like me. And it's just finishing touches, so that makes it a lot easier when there's already so much going on and you don't want to add too much. So that does limit you and your choices. That's why I always say I would love for my husband and I to build our own house. Like, because we want, ideally we would like a rancher, all one level, because we're thinking about, you know, for when we get older. And, you know, it gets harder to move around. And I've already fallen down stairs 3 times in my life. I have never had anything broken, but I have fallen down the stairs 3 times. So I really don't want to do that when I'm older and my bones are probably more likely to break. And plus, I get the feeling I'm not going to have great knees when I'm older, because they're not the best now. Like, I don't find them so bad since I don't go to boot camp anymore. But when I was doing boot camp, my knees were always really bad. And not just like sore muscles and stuff like that, like achy bad. They were just really bad. So anyway, I'm getting off topic a little, going too far. Yeah, we say we would like to build our own house, but it was, I can't imagine, because I love so much and so many different styles. And I mean, you've seen what I'm like trying to make a decision. So can you imagine me trying to make all of those decisions that would be involved in building a home? Like all the paint colors you would have to choose, all the flooring, even like the layout. There would be so many decisions to make. And I would want my input. And my husband would want me to have an input so I couldn't yell at him later. But I don't know. So I think it would be better if we could find a rancher and then just make little fixes if necessary. I don't think my nerves could handle having to build a house and make all those decisions. I think I would drive myself insane and my husband. May have to build the house and then sell it because he's leaving me. Because I drove him crazy. That is all I am doing to that one. A doodle on her neck. I know this is not the only neck I did. I wonder if I've already done some of the other pages where I had to doodle on the neck. Can I get that roof to stay down? What am I going to do? I think I want this one, this top part here. And this is around the edge. I think I'm going to add another one of these. See, now I kind of feel like that's too much because that's there. Oh, I'm getting tired. Same time for a mental break and to put my feet up. Oh. It's like craft standing up. I really don't like how much white there is there, but there will be black on it. Maybe I'll color these in if it bothers me that much.